Hello and welcome back to Locator Gaming. I'm going to continue on with my Kingdom Death Monster campaign. So we just finished fighting the Butcher, and there's not a whole lot to do in this settlement event because I don't have any resources. We're probably just going to augury with the endeavors we get for our 4 returning survivors. They all did survive, got a little beat up, though, the ones that we sent out to fight the Butcher. So I'm really surprised that they all came back. I really want to do augury because I still have 14 population, and I'm hoping that intimacy can get me to 15. But we do need to see what the settlement event that we get is. I got the innovation deck out, but I don't have any resources to innovate. So let me grab my settlement sheet, because we need to update the timeline. Survivors return, gain endeavors, and update the timeline. So we have a random settlement event, and then we have Hands of Heat. I'm hoping we don't lose anybody to any of this stuff, but I probably shouldn't say that stuff out loud. That's what gets me in trouble with fate, is saying that kind of stuff out loud. So I've got the settlement event deck here. Do a little bit of shuffling and then I will roll. I might have said some things in the last episode that were incorrect, because I don't know why, but I thought the Nemesis fights were special showdowns, but they're not. They're just Nemesis fights. So I didn't think that you advanced the lantern year, but you do. You just don't get any resources, and I rolled super poorly on the Butcher table, so I didn't get any rewards at all. All right, we got a 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What do we get? Dark Dentist. A cloaked woman enters a settlement. All that can be seen beneath her hood is the sparkle of perfect teeth. She offers to improve the survivors if they are brave enough. She can mend bones, cure a shattered jaw. But this all takes resources that I don't have. Before gaining the benefits of monster tooth dentures or metal jaw, roll a d10. So this is like a nothing settlement event for us. We don't have any bones to even do this stuff. Wow, the art on these is kind of crazy. Monster tooth dentures is kind of insane. And you got a 50% chance that you'll either die or get a shattered jaw. You only have a 50% chance that the surgery is successful. Okay, so kind of a nothing settlement event, which is fine because it wasn't like something that would kill somebody. Okay, now we need to find Hands of Heat. Hands of Heat. Herb gathering. Hands of Heat. The mystery of the lantern's glow. If you already have lantern oven, skip this event, which we do not. One lucky day, a clumsy accident knocks a lantern free from the towering lantern horde. A sudden flash of heat bathes the survivors as the lantern crashes to the ground. Now shattered, the lantern light dies, but the seed of an idea begins to grow. Nominate a survivor. They gain +1 courage, and they roll on the experiment with lanterns. Okay, so they're going to get a courage. You can get matchmaker. Do I have anybody that I want to risk this with that already has 2 courage? Kramer has 3 already. Helen has 1. Jerry has 1. Nobody's sitting at 2 courage. That's a bummer. So I don't think I should risk getting one of my experienced people injured by hands of heat. It has to do with an oven and cooking, so let's do Newman. Newman will be our nominated survivor for hands of heat. It doesn't say returning survivor. So he's going to get a courage. Okay, and then we roll. Let's use this pink Valentine's Day dice because it's still February. We got a 10. The survivor discovers heat and the settlement celebrates. Your settlement gains the Lantern Oven innovation. The survivor gains the Red Fist secret fighting art and rolls on the lantern branding table on this page. Okay. Newman gets Red Fist, which does what? Fighting arts, secret fighting arts. At the start of each showdown, each survivor gains +1 strength token. Survivors may spend +1 strength tokens in place of survival. So it says each survivor gains +1 strength token. Is that each survivor with Red Fist? Or everybody who's there? +1 strength token. Okay, and then we have to roll on what else? Oh, we got Lantern Oven. So by agitating lanterns, a source of heat becomes available to the settlement. Departing survivors gain +1 survival. Add Lantern Oven consequences to the innovation deck. And I think this is going to be our 5th innovation. 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. So we're going to have to trigger that. Something triggers with 5 innovations. We also have to roll on Lantern Branding. 4. Branded feet gain +1 permanent speed. So Newman has become an interesting character now. Let me see if this thing, does this have secret fighting arts on it? No, it doesn't. Okay, so that was Hands of Heat. Now, what's the thing we need to trigger? With 5 innovations, we have to do Hooded Night. Herb Gathering, Hooded Night. A stranger emerges from the darkness. If any survivor has the Twilight Sword, they duel the night. Otherwise, his motives are inscrutable. Roll below on Mysterious Agenda. Okay, roll a d10. 8. The Hooded Knight forces a tattered parcel into the hands of the returning survivor with the most hunt XP. The Hooded Knight leaves with unfinished business. If there are no returning survivors, then the knight leaves with unfinished business. They all have 1, so they're all tied. Unfinished business is add Hooded Knight to the timeline 4 years from now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So in year 9, Hooded Knight. So the Hooded Knight will come back. Tattered Parcel. The survivor gains the Twilight Sword rare gear. Place it in their grid now. The survivor may select Twilight Sword as a weapon proficiency type. This weapon is cursed. In addition, the parcel contains the Blue Lantern and Dormant Twilight Cloak rare gear. Add these to the settlement storage. Cursed. This may not be removed from your gear grid for any reason. Okay, I have to nominate somebody to get the Twilight Sword. Maybe Uncle Leo. He came out pretty unscathed with no permanent severe injuries. So Uncle Leo, and it only stays attached to Uncle Leo, I guess, right? So Twilight Sword for Uncle Leo. Okay, that's Hooded Knight, I think. So we didn't roll a 10. So we don't have to worry about this blue box here. Okay, so I think that's all of that stuff. Now let me just go to intimacy. I mean, I don't have any resources to make anything else. So I already had it on top. We'll just augury. I was gonna have Elaine, Kramer, Helen, and Jerry go out. So I'm gonna look and see how much survival they have. Elaine, I'll have Elaine do it in case she gets a survival. So our first one is a 6. Yeah, that's a survival. So she's gonna go up to 2. And she can get the other survival if she departs. So let's pick somebody else. Newman's full, Mulva's full. Uncle Leo has 2. Sue Ellen can't get survival. She has that one head injury, intracranial hemorrhage, where she can't get survival. Jay Peterman got pretty messed up. He has a broken hip and destroyed genitals. Babs is okay. Let's try to get Babs some survival. A 3, we don't have any resources to give up for understanding. There we go, 10, intimacy. So, we'll pick, how about just Mulva and Putty for our intimacy? Great, we got a 2. Female survivor perishes with her child. So Mulva's going to use her reroll so she doesn't die. I have to roll 2 dice anyways. I'll just assume that 2 was my low. I totally forgot about my principal thing. A 3 and a 5, so the 3 is not any better. I guess Putty will use his reroll to reroll this 3. What is it? It's another 3. I really don't want to lose a survivor. Peterman has destroyed genitals. He used his reroll already. I guess we'll use Sue Ellen's reroll. A 4. Okay. A new survivor is brought kicking and screaming into the world. The child's eyes are free from the ink that stained the founders' faces. Settlement gains +1 population. Okay, so that takes us to 15. Population. So we'll have to name somebody. And now we have to do, at 15 population, Principal Society. We've got 1 endeavor left. Oh. Principal Society. So we can either take collective toil or accept darkness. So collective toil. Tainted by darkness, a survivor nearly brought ruin to the settlement. On the day of her exile, the people decided that all must spend equal time hunting and working to avoid future disasters. -1 population. Add Bone Witch to the timeline 3 years from now. The settlement gains the society principle collective toil. Where are these? Way over there across the table. So collective toil or accept darkness. So collective toil, your settlement leans into the storm. If everyone holds strong, you will triumph. At the start of the settlement phase, gain an extra endeavor for every 10 population. Okay, and accept darkness. The settlement no longer fears the darkness. Letting go means your resolve cannot be cracked. Add +2 to all brain trauma rolls. I think I like that one better. The darkness spoke startling truths. It told the people they were monsters just like the ones they hunted. People accepted their monstrosity and their place stalking in the darkness. The settlement gains the society principle, accept darkness. Find and place the card on the settlement board and note on the settlement record sheet, and then roll a d10. Okay, I think I'm going to take accept darkness. That's just going to help me on brain trauma rolls. So not collective toil. We'll roll on the accept darkness table. Got an 8. Nominate a female survivor. The survivor is heralded as the settlement's leader. Gain the quixotic disorder. Rageaholic seizures, fear the dark, quixotic. Carry the weight of your settlement on your shoulders. Everyone is counting on you to save them, and you will rise to the challenge. If you're insane when you depart, gain +1 survival and a +1 strength token. Oh, okay. And then also gain the leader and orator of death fighting arts. Orator of death and leader. So leader says whenever you encourage a survivor, they gain +1 speed token until the end of the round. Once per hunt phase, you may inspire another survivor. They use your understanding and courage to resolve a hunt or story event. That's leader. The writing on these cards is kind of small. Orator of death. This one's a little bit bigger. Once per showdown, you can spend an action to have all non-death survivors gain +2 insanity. When you die, you encourage all survivors with your last words. So everybody could stand up if you die. Orator of death. So I got to pick a female survivor to have all of this stuff. None of this is too bad. I think I'll just pick Elaine. Elaine will get all that stuff. So I'll record it here in just 1 second. I've got one endeavor left. I think I'll just augury with that one. With Babs. A 9 is another intimacy. Okay, so let's see if, let's pick 2 different people. I should probably pick Sue Ellen. She was our Valentine's Day baby. She can't gain survival, but she doesn't have destroyed genitals or anything. How about Tim Watley and Sue Ellen Mischke? Back on intimacy. We got a 10. We do not have Hovel. Yes, we do not have Hovel. So, the settlement celebrates a twice fortunate event. A pair of healthy newborn survivors enters the world. The settlement gains +2 population. Okay, good job, Sue Ellen and Tim Watley, having twins. So I'll have to name them. I think that's pretty much it for the settlement, because that was the last endeavor. I don't have anything to make anything. So I need to record a bunch of stuff, and then I will get the gear grids and stuff ready to decide who I'm going to take out. I'm going to be hunting an antelope this time. I'm going to hunt something new that I haven't hunted before. So let me clean all this up, and then I'll be back with the hunt phase. Okay, I'm back. And you might notice I'm wearing a different shirt. That's because it's like the next day. I had to actually move some stuff around and do some other stuff in between the settlement phase and continuing to play. So I'm back to do the hunt phase for the Screaming Antelope. And I have brought with me Elaine, Jerry, Helen, who's Jerry's mom, and Newman. And my gear grids haven't really changed too much from the butcher fight because I didn't have any resources to craft anything. I'll just show you here. Elaine has a complete rawhide set. Still got the bandages. She's bringing a bone axe and a founding stone just in case we hit that super dense location. And I really should know better than to say things like that out loud. I just realized one other change I actually wanted to make. So here's the Jerry setup. He's got the lion set. It's not complete yet. Monster grease bandages and the guitar with the cloth on the waist. So he's missing the waist piece from the lion set and the shoes. Helen's got our tank set up, and this was the change I was going to make. I'm going to move the stone noses over to Newman just so that he can get an insanity because he doesn't have any right now. So we've got a complete rawhide set, bandages, monster grease, and the king spear. And then Newman's going to have our kind of support grid, I guess, cat eye circlet with bone dagger, bone darts, and the founding stone and stone noses. I was really contemplating bringing the person with the Twilight Sword. I just kind of ran out of time to get stuff set up and review all the rules and everything. I kind of had all this, and I'd already gotten all the armor and everything put on their character sheets. So I'll probably bring the Twilight Sword next time. I think I want to try to get some weapon proficiency on that onto Uncle Leo before the Hooded Knight comes back 4 years from now, I think it is. Okay, and then one other change that's going to happen from the previous videos is I have the basic hunt deck out here now, because part of what I was doing in between was I've also been opening up or reorganizing like all of my white box stuff. And like Echo's stuff. I don't have any of the pinup stuff opened. I don't even remember what's in those. But that added some cards to the random hunt event deck. There's the one that has Excalibur, and then I think it was either Percival or Fade. One of those maybe added one. I can't really remember which one added it, but there's a couple more things here than just, you know, roll on the table. So I will put out random where they should go. And I guess one goes under here, probably two. And then I'll worry about past overwhelming darkness if we get there. All right, here are the Screaming Antelope events. One there and one there. And then those there. I've already got the acanthus plants and the bug patch out for the setup, so before I cut away from here, I can draw the random terrain so that once I clean up, I can just clean up and hopefully set up for the showdown. So let's, I guess, probably just flip this to the random section. Oh, I've also got this intimacy book card that I've added from one of the white boxes. But we'll see that if it comes up. Like if you roll a 1 or something, then you get to do that event on that bookmark. I can't remember which thing that was in. I'm still going to continue using these Valentine's Day dice for the rest of this lantern year. So let's go. We're on a Screaming Antelope one. So let's have Jerry do the first one. Devoured Grounds. The stone face ground. I'm going to go into the zoomed in. Here we go. The stone face ground is littered with the leavings of ravenous passing beasts. Half-eaten acanthus plants are strewn everywhere. If any survivor has 3+ understanding, the survivors may skip the next hunt space. Otherwise, roll a random hunt event. Yes, Jerry has 3+ understanding. So we can skip the next hunt space. Okay. That's good. Let's go with then Newman. Onto this Screaming Antelope. Skittish. Panicked by the oncoming survivors, the Screaming Antelope moves 1 space away from the survivors on the hunt board. Roll a random hunt event. Okay, so Cadium giveth and taketh away. We got to roll random. This is the equivalent of the white die in this set because there are a lot of this dice where there are a lot of black dice in the other set. So 21 is how I'm going to do it. Drawings. Cowering in a cave, the survivors find strange drawings decorating the walls. They appear to contain a message. Any survivor with 3+ understanding may try to decipher the drawings by rolling a d10. If the settlement has pictographs, every survivor may roll and add +4 to their rolls. All right. Does he have... it's not an investigate roll, and he doesn't have explore anyways. I think that was Kramer. So this is any survivor may try to decipher. So what will we get? Your nose begins to bleed, suffer monster level brain damage on a 1 through 3. The true meaning escapes you on a 4 through 7. 8+, the drawings teach you a new way to fight monsters, gain +2 survival, and a random fighting art. Fighting the Screaming Antelope, I don't want to have the... I think, don't they do brain damage with stuff? I can't remember for sure. I'm just not going to do it. I'm just going to skip it. The Screaming Antelope was supposed to move 1 space away. Let's have Helen do this one. Oh, it's Sword in the Stone. So this is one of the new ones that just got added. Crusted with flaking layers of dried blood, an obelisk juts from the ground. From its center protrudes a pristine hilt. Nominate a survivor to reach for it. Roll 1d10 and add their sword proficiency to the roll result. So nobody has sword proficiency. On a 1, you could grasp the hilt and the arteries of your arms rather than burst and you'd be dead. 2 through 4, you drag the blade out and it slams back into the stone, suffer 2 event damage to the arm's hit location. And I can nominate somebody. Read with exertion, you attempt to wrench the sword from the obelisk, but it does not budge on a 5 through 9. And a 10 plus, you can gain the Excalibur rare gear. Add Sword Hunter to the settlement event deck. Do I try this or do I wait to do this like later when I have some sword proficiency? I actually don't have anybody with sword as their current potential proficiency. Uncle Leo has Twilight Sword, but that's not sword. Who do I nominate? Maybe Elaine. Elaine does have Quixotic, which I probably should have mentioned, but she's not insane when she departed, so she doesn't get the extra strength token. She's going for Axe. Maybe I'll nominate Newman. He's got Red Fist. I'll nominate Newman. I gotta try it. I'm gonna roll this one. Oh, it's a 2. No, you still can't even see it. It's way up there and it's a 2. You drag the blade out and it slams back, suffer 2 event damage to the arm's hit location. So that's a bummer. I nominated Newman, right? And you can't take severe. I have to look that rule up probably. Can you fill in boxes or is it just severe that you can't take? Boy, that was probably dumb to nominate Newman when other people have armor. Yeah, that was dumb. I'm pretty sure those boxes get filled in. He just can't take severe from hunt damage. I'll look that up in between. And then we run into the Screaming Antelope. So that's the end of the hunt phase. So that was, we had a chance on one of the new cards, but pretty uneventful. We got to skip this random one, which was just a random. That was a pretty dumb sentence. We got to skip this random one, which was just random. Okay, so let me draw the terrain. We go back to the showdown. I think it's 2 for the Screaming Antelope. We've got 3 Cantus plants, 1 bug patch, 2 random terrain cards set up normally. All right, let's take that one is a survivor corpse, and that one 3 stone columns. Okay, so survivor corpse is cool. We could get something from it. It has to be set up at least 6 spaces from all other terrain, and then the stone columns also is 4 spaces from all other terrain. So let me set up the acanthus plants, the bug patch, all that stuff. Actually, I can do this now too. So Screaming Antelope level 1, we're going to need 7 basic, 3 advanced, and trample. So trample is a trait. This card kind of has small rating on it. When the monster collides with a survivor, they suffer damage equal to the monster's level to a random hit location. So it's just an extra consequence of having the monster run into you. You suffer damage equal to the hit location. So what did I say? 7 basic. I'll just do just a real quick kind of all around pile shuffle. And get 7 of these. 1, 2, oops, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basic, whoops, and 3 advanced. It's barely the beginning of March and it's already getting a little warm. It's gonna be a hot summer, it seems like. Very little rain and it's already warm in March. All right, so 1, 2, 3. All right, so I will shuffle these together. That will be my Screaming Antelope deck. I'll get this cleaned up, get all the terrain set out, and we'll be ready. So there's also these I could show real quick. So when you gain this, remove your survivor from the board and place them on this card. Then we do Crush and Devour. At the start of your act, Crush and Devour, masticated. So there could, if the monster suffers 2 wounds in a single round, Crush and Devour, regurgitate. So there are some hit location cards, I believe it is, or maybe it's the AI cards. I can't remember. There's something that will tell you, I think it's probably the AI cards, that you're getting gobbled up, and then the survivor will have to get that that status card. Okay, let me clean up and get ready for the showdown. Okay, I'm back. I think I got everything set up the way it should be. So I've got the survivor corpse here. It just has to be 6 away from any other terrain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so we're good there. The acanthus plants have to be in a certain place in the bug patch. Not in a certain. They have an area that they can be in. The bug patch has to be in a certain spot. The stone columns, I just got them up out of the way at the very edge of the board. And I was just going to shuffle this AI deck real quick on camera, just for anti-shenanigans type stuff. All right, and we'll cut it and put that in there. I'll shuffle the hit location deck when it's time to use that. I'll tell you what my plan is, and I have no idea if this is a good plan or not. I don't want him healing a bunch later, so I'm hoping that when he goes first with his Graze ability, which is the Instinct, the monster full moves to the closest acanthus plant and ends its turn. If the monster is on or adjacent to an acanthus plant, archive the terrain and heal 1 wound. If there are no acanthus plants on the showdown board, instead full move forward in a straight line. So he could be running around the board a bunch if there are no acanthus plants on the table, but I don't want him healing later. So they're all equidistance away. I might have him run over here and like graze on these while I pick up these and maybe run to the bug patches. Maybe I should amend my setup a little bit. I think I'll have Jerry go here so that he can run down this way. Kramer's going to get this bug patch and then he can join Jerry down here. So let me move this just a little so we're kind of like zoomed in on this part of the board. And then we can move this around if I need to later, wherever the monster goes. So I'm trying to get these acanthus plants off the board, check out this survivor corpse, check out the bug patch, and hopefully we'll be far enough away where the AI cards will go through the, oh, there's nobody in range, so go get those acanthus plants off the board. I don't know if that's a good idea or not, but we'll see. Also, Newman has Red Fist as a fighting art. And Red Fist is amazing beyond belief that he got from Lantern Oven. Because it says it's a secret fighting art. It must be. It is a secret fighting art. At the start of each showdown, each survivor gains +1 strength token. Survivors may spend the +1 strength token in place of survival. They may spend +1 strength tokens. So not just that one, but any of them. So everybody's got one of these +1 strength tokens because of Newman's old fighting art there. Okay, I think I'm finally ready to go. So we start with the first AI card from Screaming Antelope. This is not an nemesis fight, so we don't get to go first, and we didn't ambush him or anything. Okay, Slam. Closest knockdown survivor. There's none. Furthest threat in field of view, in range. Nobody's in range. They're all more than 6 movement away. So at level 1, Screaming Antelope has 6 movement, 8 toughness. So no target. It's going to graze. So we will go over here. Yeah, graze on an acanthus plant. And get that out of there. Sure. I'll put that there. I'm probably going to knock that over. Okay. Monster turn done. I will do Jerry's turn. It'll be quick. He's got 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're just moving towards this, and we're still out of range. We're more than 6 away. Thinking about this plan just a little bit. In one more turn, Jerry will be down here. He's okay with his armor, but since we're going to be starting down here, I'm going to amend my setup just a little bit and bring the tank down here also. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's Jerry and Helen. Should I dash? She could try to get it back, her survival. I mean, this thing doesn't have a whole lot of health. It's only got 8 toughness. We've got some pretty good strength, some pretty good weapons for fighting a level 1 monster. Yeah, I kind of want to get this stuff off the board. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to dash and see if I get the survival back. It's a 1. I do not. That's probably done with the tank, because that's 1 less dodge. Oh well. I don't even know if this is a good strategy. We'll see what happens. Okay, so now her action is going to be to interact with the acanthus plant. 5. Find nothing, or no. You find something tasty and consume it. If you do, gain +1 survival. Archive this terrain. She just got her survival back. Okay. So that was maybe a good dash. I gotta move these, or I'm gonna knock them when I try to go to the camera over there. Okay, so that's those 2. Let's have Kramer interact with the corpse. That's why I left this up here. I'm gonna interact with that survivor corpse. 5. Gain +2 insanity and 1 random basic resource. Archive this terrain. All right. Here's our basic resource deck. I said Kramer. I should have said Newman. I'm so used to bringing Kramer out with that, with that model. But that's Newman. All right. This terrain is going to be archived. That's good. Monster organ. Here for Newman. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We will interact with that acanthus plant. I forgot to give Helen her survival. Back to 4. Our limit is 4. All right, Elaine with that acanthus plant. Also a 5. She is full on survival though, so we just archive it. I think that's going to be it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're still out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Still out of range. Next AI card, I guess. I'm probably going to be making some mistakes. So like always, please in the comments down below, let me know if I forgot something or did something incorrect. Closest survivor in field of view. No one is in field of view. We're all behind, not in the blind spot. Oh wait, it's not facing. Field of view is everything but the blind spot. So this doesn't say in range. So it's just closest survivor. So it's not going to graze, but it's not going to get there to do the attack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're equidistant. We will move towards the tank. So 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, didn't quite get there. So it will not be within range to attack. So it is our turn now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I will have Newman go up here, 1, 2, 3, and deal with that acanthus plant. It's an 8. Gain 1 fresh acanthus strange resource. Archive this terrain. Oh, do I have strange resources? Basic. I do. Strange resources. It's fresh acanthus. I don't know why I had to look back over there. It's like the only thing that it could be, right? Okay, fresh acanthus. Strange resources. I'll put those right there. That was Newman. Did I say Kramer again? I meant Newman. Archive the terrain. All right. So no fighting action yet, but we're getting some stuff. So Helen is our tank right here. I'm going to have her go here. She will still be the closest. She's going to be in front. So if it's a field of view thing or if it's an in-range thing, that should maybe be okay. But she's also going to deal with that acanthus plant right there. There's a 3. Find nothing, archive the terrain. Again, I'm just trying to get all these potential heals off of the board from the Screaming Antelope. All right, Jerry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna do an activation of this bug patch or a search of this bug patch. Lantern 10. 4+, gain 1 random vermin resource. Archive this terrain. All right, so we don't need that anymore. We don't need this anymore. I'm pretty sure vermin are in my resource thing over here. Weapon proficiency, secret fighting arts, vermin. Now I just have to see how much this thing runs away from me. Because I have a feeling it might be a lot. All right, the vermin we're going to get is Nightmare Tick. Consume, archive this and roll a d10. 1 through 3, the tick grabs the roof of your mouth and sucks all of your blood. You die. 4 through 5, tastes like iron. 6+, gain permanent +1 evasion. So you have a 50% chance of getting a permanent +1 evasion, but a 30% chance of dying. Okay. And that was Jerry. Put that right there. Nightmare Tick. Let me know, when is it good? When is Nightmare Tick good? Is it good? I mean, the 50% chance on the evasion, is there something that I just don't know about in the game yet that can increase your rolls when you consume? Maybe cooking? I don't know. Maybe there is. All right, so Elaine has not gone yet. I think I'll just get the party started. 1, 2, 3, 4. And attack him from the blind spot. I think is he the one that has some stuff that impacts people in the blind spot? Whatever. We gotta get the party started, right? So bone axe is 2. She's okay with her accuracy. Any other stuff that she has? No, she's got some strength stuff, but that'll be after if it looks like she hits. So bone axe is 2 speed, 6 plus. 1 and a 5, she did not hit. Do I spin survival? Maybe the next couple turns. All right, let's just draw the next AI card and see what's gonna happen. Bolt. Uh-oh. Closest knockdown survivor, which is nobody. Furthest threat in range. And then no target graze. Full move the screaming antelope in a straight line away from all survivors. All right, so here he goes with his crazy movement stuff. So let me think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. So furthest is over here. Our least armored person. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to do a speed 1, 2 plus accuracy. Newman's got 1 inherent evasion, so this is a speed 1, 3 plus. It's a 4. Without having a bunch of armor, I think we're just going to dodge it because we've got 4 survival, so we'll just dodge it. And he does not have anything that would give him the ability to roll to try to get the survival back, so just down to 3. Okay, so then full move in a straight line away from all survivors. How do you calculate this? This is probably not away. It's probably this way. Because if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it doesn't say turn. Then I'll be super close to these over here. I think it would go this way. Yeah. So does graze just move? If the monster full moves to the closest Acanthus planet, ends its turn. What I'm kind of thinking here, and I don't know if this is a good plan or not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is maybe just moving away. I can Rawhide Headband to look at the AI deck. I can Cat Eye Circle to look at the hit location deck. And then if there's no targets, just have it move back towards us, towards this Acanthus plant. So where can we go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if we just move, I'm just going to move like this with these two. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still not close enough for these two to be targets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's fine for Newman not to be up close. He's got bone darts. And Elaine is already 1, 6, enough away. Maybe I'll move her down a little bit this way. In case he wants to go after somebody, she'll be closer to down here where she can get the action. But what I'm hoping is that he's going to want to graze, and we'll move towards this acanthus plant over here and get back within range for us. But I'm also going to rawhide headband with Elaine and cat-eye circlet with Newman. So let's look at the top 2 AI cards. So we got Buck, which is a mood. At the start of each monster turn, target and attack any survivor in the blind spot. Okay. And the next one after that is Stomp. So this is an advanced card. Closest knockdown survivor would be nobody. Furthest threat in field of view in range is nobody, so it would graze. So it would skip that. If this attack damaged the target, then we draw another AI card. Okay, so we want this one to happen next. And then the mood will be underneath that. And maybe we can get rid of that. I need to shuffle this hit location deck, because we have not done that yet. And then cat-eye circlet the next 3 monster locations. 1, 2, 3. Okay, no trap and no super dense, but we did get a first strike. Restless Eye. Screaming Antelope's massive eyes glisten with human-like fear. If the attacker is insane, cancel all hits and end their attack. Otherwise, the attacker suffers 1 brain damage. Nobody is currently insane. I don't mind that. Restless Back. If you have a club or a shield, gain +2 luck. Oh, I don't mind this one either. Oh, and Restless Ear is the same thing, and we don't have a club or a shield. I thought about making the bone club. I don't mind this order at all with these 3, so we'll just leave those as they are. Okay, we'll go to the monster turn. There's nothing else I really want to do with anybody. So, how did I set up Jerry? 1, 2, 3. If he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, Jerry set up for a pounce. Perfect. Okay, so we saw Stomp. We know he's going to graze. So he's going to go towards the closest acanthus plant, which is here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was luck, setting that up like that. Okay, so Stomp is done. There's no target to attack to, and there was no damage, obviously. Okay, so it is our turn. I'm going to have Jerry go, and Jerry's going to pounce to there. It's 3 spaces in a straight line. He's got the White Lion Gauntlet, so he gets +1 accuracy. His Katars are speed 2. He doesn't have any inherent accuracy. They are 7+ normally, but with his gauntlet thing, that makes it 6+. 4 and a 5. Jerry. Well, we just can't hit this thing. Yep, I don't think there's anything else to do with him unless I want to surge. Yeah, whatever. I want to start putting some hits on this guy. So I'm going to surge. Jerry does not have a full armor set, so it's not a pounce anymore. It's back to 7+. So speed 2, 7+. Okay, we got an 8. So this is that first strike. So now for strength. Jerry has 3 inherent strength, +1 strength token. And we got +1 luck on our Katar. So with a toughness of 8. Oh, and then there's 3 strength on the Katar. So anything but a 1. So we're sitting at 7 strength and +1 luck. Whoa. Okay, still a wound. So we got rid of that mood. We knew that mood was there. Okay, I call that a good surge well spent. Elaine, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What does she have? Let's see, actually Newman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Newman's gonna go there. No, Newman's gonna go in a minute, actually. Where was he? Crap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's gonna go in a minute. He's probably gonna cat-eye circle it again so we can see at the end of the turn what's down in the hit location deck. So we'll have Elaine go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there, she's got the Bone Axe, which is 2 speed, 6+, no extra accuracy. We got a perfect hit. No, it's just on a critical that you get an extra wound. So nothing on a perfect hit. No. Okay. It was 6+, so that's 1. So we saw this already. It's that restless back. It's not a club or a shield. She doesn't have any extra luck. So a 7 is going to wound because she's got 4, 7 strength also. No, sorry, she's got 2 + 3. She's got 5 strength. So 3 pluses would hit. But it's a 7, so it's a wound. And I just want to, I'm just going to keep surging. So let's see, Elaine's got full rawhide, so let's see if she gets it back. She does on a 9. 2 speed, 6+. Wow, that's the exact same roll, 10 and a 5. Okay, so we know what this hit location is. It's that restless ear. And what did I say? It was like a 3+ or something. We got a 9 and we have no luck. Yes, I really want to make some luck charms if I get the right stuff this time. She's got the strength token. Yeah, no extra luck or anything. So not a critical, just a wound. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if he grazes, he's still too far away. So let's have Newman go now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Newman will cat-eye circle it. So 1, 2, 3. So we got restless flank. Reflex, the monster's going to turn to face the attacker. And I might want to put that one on the bottom, and I'll say in just a minute. Here's a wound reflex. Roll a d10 for each survivor currently in the monster's blind spot. On a result of 3+, they are brutally back kicked and suffer 3 damage to random hit location. So yeah, there's another bad blind spot thingy. No one's in the blind spot, so I'm not mad at that one. And then here's a restless muzzle. So this is a +2 luck with a club or shield. I might have Newman surge with his bone darts from where he is. It's only 1 speed, and it would be 7+. Oh, but Newman has 1 inherent extra speed that I think he got maybe from the lantern oven or the hands of heat thing. So he could do 2, and we know there's no super dense here. So let's put the reflex on the bottom because I don't want the monster to turn that way. I want to put the tank here in front of the antelope. So we're going to put the wound and the restless muzzle on top, just in case. Just in case. All right, so yes, let's surge. We will spend that survival. Throw some bone darts. So Newman's down to 2. So with the bone darts, we're looking for 7+. He's got no extra accuracy or anything. We got a 10 and a 6. Okay, so let's bring out that 1. That's the wound, but no one's in the blind spot, so we don't have to worry about that. The bone darts start out at a 7+. Newman's got 1 inherent strength. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing again. Bone darts have 3 strength. So his 8 toughness minus 3 strength is 5. He's got 1 inherent strength, that's 4. And a +1 strength token, that's a 3+. So that's a 6, that's another wound. And again, this one was talking about the blind spot. Nobody's in the blind spot. All right, Helen hasn't gone. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put her right. You know what? No, we're going to go here. Because she has a spear. This is better. She's still facing... but that doesn't make her the closest threat, does it? And now we don't know what the top AI card is. We could surge to Rawhide Headband, but we already would have moved, right? Oh no, we could do that first. I don't know, is that a good use of her survival? I'll just go here, it's fine. We're gonna Spirit. So her King Spear, speed 2. She's got no extra accuracy, so this is 6+. 2 7s, so we know what these two are. Right? Yes, we do know what these two are. Yeah, so I put the reflex on the bottom. So we'll do the one that would be +2 luck, but we don't have a we're not attacking with a club or a shield. Okay, so the King Spear is 3 strength. She's got 1, and so that's 5. This is a 3+. We got a 6, so that's another wound. That's this one, and now we're on the one with the turn to face the attacker reflex. It's another 6, so that's another wound. That was the last card that has not been flipped over yet from the AI deck. So now we don't know what we're facing in the hit location deck. We do know that here, furthest threat in field of view in range, we've got 2 of those. Actually, we've got 3 that are furthest threat, so that's bad. Bite would be closest survivor in field of view. So I'm going to play the odds here. I'll surge first. She's got a bunch of armor, and he's almost dead, so I'm not too worried about using up her survival at this point, I may guess. I will surge first to attack. Oh, she might get it back. She does. 6+, right? Yes. So she's not using up the survival for the surge. Back with her King Spear. Speed 2, 6+, is 1 hit. Restless Hoof has a failure condition on it. And we're back again with 3+ to wound, and I rolled a 2. All right, so if attacking with a melee weapon, it's kicked out of reach by the Screaming Antelope's thrashing hooves. Spend an action to retrieve your lost weapon before it can be used again. If fighting with Fist and Tooth, suffer the dislocated shoulder severe arm injury. Okay, so she's disarmed. That's fine, she's our tank anyway. Now I'm gonna dash, see if I get my dash back. I do, it's a 7. And she's gonna go 1, 2, 3 to be the furthest threat. All right. Okay, so we did not do another wound. It is the monster's turn. So I got a 75% chance I'm gonna get one of these furthest threat cards because there's 3 out of 4 in here. And I'll just cut one more time, and then, all right, we got Stomp. So this one is kind of bad if it hits anything. So we've got closest knockdown survivor, which is nobody. Furthest threat in field of view, in range. Okay, so she becomes the target. Now she could dash, I guess, to not get attacked. I don't want it to go super far away though. I just want to get in there and kill it. So it'll run up. Speed 1, accuracy 2+. Before damage, bloody blow always hits the body blow. Always hits the body location. Okay, so Helen has well, this is speed 1, right? So even if it hits me, I'm just going to dodge it. So I won't be damaged. If this attack damages the target, draw an AI. That's not going to happen. But let's calculate this. So we've got 3 inherent evasion because of our monster grease and our rawhide vest and our just one that we were born with from survival of the fittest, I think it was. So it's 2+ plus 3, so 5+. It rolls a 6, so it hits. I'm going to dodge, see if I get the survival back. I do not. So I'm not even going to roll the hit location because I do not want to worry about drawing another AI card. And Helen is down to 3 survival. Okay, our turn again. Look at this. 1, 2, 3. Pounce. Guitars are speed 2, and they become 6+ because of the pounce with the gauntlet. A 4 and a 1. Come on, Jerry. What is up, man? You need more practice with your guitars. Surge. Yep. He's got 4 health left. Let's just get him down. I probably should have looked at the hit location deck. So Jerry's down to 2 survival. He does not have a roll to try to save or try to get survival back. So speed 2, now 7 pluses. Really? Okay. But Jerry is a hitting machine. We got to see what these hit locations are. Oh, these are kind of a bummer. Turn the Screaming Antelope to face the attacker and full move forward in a straight line. Giant Tongue is -2 toughness. Blood and spittle erupt from the Screaming Antelope's wounded undermaw. If the wound will result is even, suffer 1 brain damage. If the wound result is odd, gain 1 insanity. So we're obviously going to do this one first because it's not going to move away. Jerry has all kinds of strength. 3 with the guitar. He's got 3 inherent strength plus the 1 strength token with 8 toughness on this thing. -2 because of this. It's, you know, anything but a 1. Okay. And the next one is also anything but a 1. All right. So we wound him. However, now we have to turn, and it's a full move forward in a straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Jerry gets knocked down from the collision. And because of trample, we'll take a random hit location damage equal to the monster's level. Which I wish there was a star symbol there. Let's roll the Valentine's Day one. To the head. That's fine. He's got armor. We don't need to be dodging. Right now. I I think I'm gonna have you lane 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just get rid of this acanthus plant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Newman will throw the bone darts. First, he's gonna cat eye circlet. Let's cat eye circlet. 1, 2, 3. This is another club or shield one with +2. This is actually good to have right now. Screaming Antelope frantically attacks everything around it. One at a time, target each survivor in the zone of death. Perform a basic action. Well, no one's in the zone of death. And we're throwing bone darts, so we're not even next to it. And here is a failure reaction. Grasping tiny hands make rude gestures at you. Startled, you gain +1 of sanity and lose your composure. Spend an action to regain your senses before you can attack again. Okay, we'll put that one on the bottom. The reflex on the top of that. Yeah, the reflex on the top, and then the inverted kick down there. Okay, so now we will surge with Newman to throw our bone darts. So 1 survival left with Newman. He's got an inherent +1 speed. So we've got 2 speed, and this is 7+. 1 hit. So this is that zone of death. 3 speed or 3 strength from the bone darts. 1 inherent and a token. So this is a 3+ to wound. We got a 4. So we've got 2 total cards left. So that means he's got 3 hit points left, essentially. Okay, so Newman has already surged and moved. Jerry went. Helen has to pick up her weapon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She would not be a threat there. Already did the zone of death thing. She's going to spend her action to pick up her weapon. It got thrown away last time. Then she'll move 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. And then she'll surge, see if she gets it back. She does on a 6+. She has a king spear, so she's good where she's at. She has a range of 2, or a reach of 2. So this should be speed 2, 6+. 1 hit. It's that one that with the club or shield we could get +2 luck. She rolled a 1, so that's a miss. I guess I didn't even calculate what I needed, but a 1 is just going to be a miss. She's already surged. I think Elaine's fine over there. We're done. So we get Bolt. Oh, this one actually is going to pick a target. Closest knockdown survivor is Jerry, right behind him. So move and attack, and then full move the Screaming Antelope in a straight line away from all survivors. Okay, so move and attack the target. It's a speed of 1. Jerry has 2 evasion because he's got 1 inherent and monster grease. Jerry also has extra sense where he gets an extra dodge every round. But this is only a speed 1. With 2 evasion, this becomes a 4+. It's an 8. I'm going to hold on to my survival. Just take the 1 damage because it's going to happen. Or it's going to get blocked. Unless it goes to the legs, it's going to get blocked by armor anyway. It goes to the arms. That's fine. So he goes down to 1 armor on the arms. There is no like after damage effect or anything. Then he's going to full move away, and I'm guessing it would be this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, He was like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. That's his turn. No extra AI cards or anything. Yeah, okay. So Jerry's going to get up. 1, 2, 3. Jerry's going to dash. So down to 1 survival. 1, 2, 3. Then he's going to spend his move in action to pounce 3 to the blind spot. So with speed 2 guitars in the blind spot with the gauntlets makes this 5+. A 6 and a 1. Let me move the board over a little bit. 6 and a 1. So we're going to get, we've seen this hit location. It has that failure on it. Jerry's got all kinds of strength. He is a strength machine. So this should be anything but a 1. Hey, it's a 9. That's good because the guitars have deadly. So that's a crit. Gain a Screaming Antelope resource. Twitching Tiny Fingers rain down all adjacent survivors gain +1 insanity. All right, so let's... So Jerry is actually now insane. That takes him to 3. Oh, and you know what? He hit with the guitar. Helen hit with the spear. And Newman does not have a weapon proficiency. I don't think Elaine hit with the axe. I'd have to go back and check. I need to make a note of that to look at the video to see if Elaine hit with the axe. All right. Let's reach for the Screaming Antelope resources. Moving some stuff around, I can see the camera's cutting me off a little bit that way. I'll try to fix that before the next recording. I rearranged my kind of gaming table area here to make some more room to get to my Kalaxes and stuff. Too many games. All right. Spiral Horn. For Jerry, who's also got, what, the Nightmare Tick? Yeah. Now, I didn't do the actual wound. Just got 2 cards here. I know Elaine got a perfect hit. She must have wounded, right? Because I looked at the bone axe to see if there was anything that would happen on the perfect hit. All right, so that AI card is gone. There's only 1 AI card left in the deck. I want to see if I get the Acanthus plant, so I'm not going to surge with Jerry. I will have Newman go, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5. And then Cat Eye Circle it to look into the hit location deck. 1, 2, 3. Still no trap. Okay, so we've got Bushy Tail, which has no reflexes on it. We'll probably put that one on top. Giant Mouth, here is a reflex. If attacking with a melee weapon and the wound roll for this location is a 1 or a 2, the monster consumes your weapon. Archive the gear and cancel the attack. I don't want my weapon archived. And... ooh, this one's not good. Giant Maw snaps shut. If you're adjacent to the monster, you must spend 1 survival to react quickly or suffer 3 damage to the arm location. I mean, it's not likely that we'll do the wound roll with a 1 or a 2. And it would be dead. Does it do the reflex if it's dead? I don't know. Maybe I'll put this failure because I can always spend a survival if I fail. Everybody still has a survival left, at least 1. No trap is good news on those 3 hit locations, though. So Newman's done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to have Elaine go there and deal with that. Acanthus plant is a 1. She's going to get bit. Something bites you. Suffer 1 arm damage. Archive this terrain. That's a bummer. She still has 2 armor on the arms, though. So now the question is, do I dash and surge with her? Yeah, let's just try to kill this guy. So let's dash with her. She doesn't get it back. And then I'm going to surge. So dash, let's move here. Then I'll surge to attack. She does not get that one back. So she's down to 2 survival. Because she has a full rawhide set. And she's got Bone Axe. So 2 speed, 6+. 4 and an 8. That's 1 hit. Sorry, Jerry, didn't mean to hit you with the dice there. And we saw this one. Doesn't have any reflexes or anything on it. And I rolled a 1, so she missed. Bummer. Okay, Helen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what that last AR card is, but I'm going to bank on it being just gone. What does it do if there's no Acanthus plants again? Full move in a straight line, so it just runs away. So I don't want to be in front of it because now there's no Acanthus plants. So she's moved. Let's attack. She's got her King's Spear. That's, you know what? Let's just go into the blind spot instead. Then to make this 2 speed 5+. Yeah. Okay, we will surge and see if we get it back. We do on a 7. Still 2 speed, 5+ in the blind spot. Only 1 hit. The one with the failure reaction. 3, 4, 5. So this is a 3+ to wound. Okay, we got a 7. So that's the last AI card. And now it's going to go. The basic action. Closest knockdown survivor in range was nobody, no target, graze. And then graze, I just read it. It's just going to full move forward. Hit the board edge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we hit the board edge. And then do nothing. Okay. Our turn. I'm going to have Elaine go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just trying to just make sure she hits with the axe, I guess. So this is 5+, 2 speed. So 1 hit. This is that reflex. She's got 1, 2. So this is 3+ to wound. Oh, God. And it's a 1. Well, there goes the Bone Axe. The exact thing that I said, oh, that's not going to happen. A 1 or a 2? No, that's not going to happen. Okay, bye-bye Bone Axe. That gets archived. And cancel the attack. All right, that's a lot of 1s I've rolled on wounds lately. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cat Eye Circlet with Newman. 1, 2, 3. So we got the super dense location. So we're not going to do bone darts with him. We're not going to surge anyway with him. King Spear is not frail, and the Qatar is not frail, so we'll just keep that one on top. A wound. Your blow clips Screaming Antelope's shoulder and it jumps back. Turn to face the attacker, and without turning, move the monster 1 space directly away. It would be dead though, so this is fine also. And then this one would be turn monster to face away from the attacker and full move forward in a straight line. Okay. Hopefully we can get some wounds. We need Jerry to get in there with his mega massive amounts of strength. So I think we'll just spin his last survival to go 1, 2, 3. Or do I have Helen go? She's got a bunch of survival. Still 3 pluses. Get into the blind spot, and then it's 5 pluses to hit instead of his would also be 5 plus. All right, so yeah, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. That's a dash, spinning his survival. And then 1, 2, 3 with a pounce. So that's his move, and then his attack with the guitars becomes 5 plus in the blind spot with the pounce. 1 hit. Super dense location, and he's got all kinds of strength. It's a 4, so not a crit. That's the last wound. Screaming Antelope defeated. Okay. Let's check out the rewards. Everybody's going to get a Hunt XP. Before I forget, it's not going to trigger anybody. Jerry's at 4. Helen and Elaine are at 3, and this is Newman's first hunt. Weapon proficiency, and I will double check Elaine's axe weapon proficiency, even though she no longer has a bone axe. And then the rewards. The first time the Screaming Antelope, let me just bring it over here. The first time the Screaming Antelope is defeated, gain the Stone Circle settlement location. So that's exciting. We get a new settlement location. What I really want is the organ grinder, I think. No, barber surgeon. I want that scavenger kit. All right, Stone Circle. So here's where we're going to get to make Screaming Antelope sets. So what's a good weapon on here? Maybe nothing. I don't know. I have to look at these. And I'll have to look at the Antelope armor set. Is there a shield on here? Blood paint. No, there's no shield on here. I'll have to look at these. Okay, so we got Stone Circle. That's cool. And what else? When the monster is defeated, any non-death survivors with 20 plus insanity are driven mad by its screaming death wail. They vanish into the darkness, never to be seen again. The group gains the following rewards. For level 1, 4 basic and 4 Screaming Antelope. If the settlement has pottery when they defeat a level 3 plus, no, we didn't do a 3 plus, so. Okay, so let's see what we get from the basic deck here. 1, so we got a Monster Bone, 2 Monster Hide, 3 Love Juice, and Monster Hide. And then from the Screaming Antelope deck, you also get 4 from here. Bladder, which is an organ and consumable. Smells like urine, it says. Screaming Brain. Archive this and gain survival up to the current limit. A lot of consumable stuff here. A pelt, which I think we need for making Screaming Antelope stuff. And a shank bone. So 2 hide, 3 hide, 3 organs, and 2 bones. Plus we also got fresh acanthus, this monster organ, this bone from the spiral horn, and the nightmare tick. All right, so I'll definitely be spending 3 of those to innovate. I'll always be innovating, probably. And then I'll check out the stuff in the stone circle. I kind of want to finish my White Lion set. I don't know why. I don't know if it's any good or not. But I just feel like getting a complete set is something cool. Plus, I still don't have the bow. I have not gotten a sinew. I would really love to make the organ grinder though, so I might make the organ grinder since I have 1, 2, 3, 4 organs. That's something to contemplate, something to think about. So I don't know if I'm going to do a lion next or another screaming antelope. I'll see what I want to do. Leave me any comments down below of anything you saw that I missed. If you have any suggestions on what to build from the stone circle, or anything else that you want to see. I'm probably going to bring the Twilight Sword guy out next time too. I still got to think about that because I'm pretty sure that since somebody has a Twilight Sword, they're going to have to battle the Twilight Sword or the Twilight Sword person, the Hooded Knight, the next time they come around, and you get to add the proficiency level. I really liked this team though. Jerry's got all kinds of strength. Newman's got Red Fist, which adds even more strength. So I don't know, maybe Elaine or Helen will stay behind. We'll see. Okay, so again, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, the entire playthrough that I'm doing of Kingdom Death Monster. I hope you enjoy everything I'm putting up on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.